Alrighty, even though I do have this dojo and I do teach Zenshin, Aikido, Aikijitsu, which is a combination of more than just Aikido and Aikijitsu. It's also a combination of the ninjutsu, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the Kali, MMA, everything that I've been focusing on for the last, 45 years. There are times when I do not have somebody that's either interested in working a particular aspect, or there just isn't anyone here that wants to work that. So I've come up with a solution on working sticks, working stick techniques, where you can do it by yourself, but if you don't have that resistance of being able to hit something else, it does take away from being able to properly feel and understand how things would work. As an example, if I were to do a technique such as this, like this here, so I'll do it again here. Okay? I understand what I'm working, and I've had enough of experience with other people that I can work that by myself and still feel comfortable with doing that. But someone who's not worked it by themselves or worked it with someone else for a long period of time may not understand what this is. Okay, you may not understand what you're doing here. So I'm going to do this a couple more times at different angles, and I just want you to try to figure out what we're doing here. That's Abner. Okay, so what are we doing here? Right there. So if there's no one else around, I'm going to show you how you can work this kind of stuff by yourself. And it also incorporates my second love, the outdoors. All right, so we're out here, and I am going to show you how I merge two of my favorite things, martial arts and the outdoors. As you can see here, so this tree here will work perfectly for a nice demonstration of being able to use the woods as an opponent or for a training partner in my martial arts. And we are going to use stick work from the Filipino martial arts. Now this tree works perfectly right here. Here is a limb extended out. Now it's a little thin, and it may not last very long because it's really wet out here, and it's very dead. But it's at perfect height, as we can see here. If I was the opponent, works perfectly for a punch and for a stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat this as if it is a stick coming from another opponent. So as I showed you at the dojo, this technique here. Alright, so now I'm going to demonstrate on this tree, to some degree, I hope I'll be able to do it, what this is really, what you're really doing here. So as the stick is coming in, I'm going to deflect the stick, I'm going to grip, hit them in the side, and then I'm going to roll and take the stick away. Be like, and there we go. Defang the snake is harmless. There, see, I can use this, boom, just like this. Just use that as if it was an opponent. And I can hit this tree as hard as I want. You know, as this stick comes in, and really what's happening here is when I have the stick in my hand and I am attacking, what I'm really hitting is the hand. But I can't hit the hand of my training partners because you'll damage them and they won't want to train with you anymore. So, right here will be the wrist or the hand, and the stick will be out here. So I can train this hitting the hand right here, right here. So this is the arm coming out, and right here is where the
the wrist and the knuckles would be. So I can legitimately hit that as hard as I want, just like this. And that's hitting the wrist. But I can't do that to an actual person because then they'll stop training with me. So I'm here, I hit him. Come up, get the hand, hold the hand. If I extend out where the stick is at and hold the stick, that works too. But I already broke it, so we don't have the stick out here. So I will reach in and grab here, strike the wrist, the knuckles, reach in, grab, come underneath, hit him right in the ribs. All right, then we would come in, we would lock it and disarm. There, see? It works. Let's go find another tree. So here is another tree. This is a small little tree here that I can practice some technique with. So one of the techniques that we work comes over our heads like this. And all I'm going to do is I attempt to keep my shoulder and elbow as positioned as possible, and I just turn at the wrist, and I can hit either side of my opponent. This side of the head, this side of the head, this side, this side. And I can go up and down their body depending on my... Again, I can't hit an actual person like this because then they stop wanting to train with you. But you can come out here and whack these trees all day long. There's some good practice right there. All right, so here's something really good. Here is a limb that has fell, and it's in between two trees. They're like an X here, and this makes this really sturdy. And it's perfect height here to where I can practice working my roof blocks. And a roof block just comes up like so that the weapon comes down and then slides down right here. And this can work really well right there. And I can practice my roof blocks right here. Now, also, if they're going to be coming down, see if I, there we go. Now, if I had a partner, I could have a partner hold this up until I was ready, and then they could let it go. And then I could practice my roof block like that. There we go, it comes up. And then as it comes down, practice my roof block. There, like so. But since I don't have somebody out here to hold that up and let it fall down all the time, we can practice like this. Just like this. Now, as it rolls here, when they strike and go down, I can use that strike to roll my stick and strike down here. So I'll go like so. And that's something else I can train. And if I could get all this stuff out of the way, I could train this side here as well. Here. Now, on this side here, they're coming down, and I'm using my checking hand here so that I can, if it's a hand or if it's an arm or something else, I can get a hold of it. And then I can strike right there. Here, strike. Now, if they're coming down with a knife, let's say this here is a knife coming down on you like this. You don't want to sit here and try to block that, because then their knife is just going to cut you, just like this. It's just going to slice you wide open. So the first thing you want to do is defang the snake. And the blade is the fang of the snake. If you defang the snake is harmless. So as soon as they get this little knife chop on you, the first thing you want to do is either strike, or if you have a blade, cut. Strike or cut in a roof block. And it's actually more of a deflection. I don't like using the word block because we're not blocking anything. I'm not stopping this motion if I'm doing a roof block here, I am not stopping this motion. I'm allowing it to continue and roll. Then I can defend. Other than with a block, you would be like trying to stop it, and I'm not trying to do that. So when that knife hand comes down, this is either my blade or a stick or whatever. If it's a blade, I'm coming in and I'm gonna cut. First thing, this will end the fight. Slice open a wrist right here. That's the end of it right there. If it's a stick, I can still, here, come down and whack it. And this is really good practice here. 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 Excellent training, excellent training. So that's just a very, very small demonstration of how being out in the woods, you can train your martial arts. And if anyone's interested, let me know, and maybe I can do a video just completely about doing training out here in the woods using my sticks or knives, and we can do some more demonstrations out here maybe if there's enough of people interested. So thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's just your own backyard.